Hello, ladies and gents. I am the Rev. Welcome on back to more Between the Stars. And I've got good news. Sol Invictus, Chapter 5 of the story, has been added to the main branch. Today is the 10th of March. This is I always film these a few days before I post them, but just to let you guys know. And the current video, on the day that this came out, I went into the comments, give you guys some info there. They've got 35 new missions, 2 new ships called the Helios Cerberus and the Helios Colossus. And they've added wingmen currently till March 24th. The game's 1/3 off, so it's $19.99 instead of $29.99. And so you know when you hit that brand new chapter, the first mission is called Towards the Sun. But we are at reinforcements. We got to jump over here and get some. We got a wingman with us. We're still behind enemy lines. Still, the detail on these ships is just phenomenal.
Captain Estra, we're getting close to the transmission coordinates.
Let's move fast, Blaze. Engines at full power.
Get some. See if our ever fun cut off before we get there, because we got to fight 2 ships happens. Never bothers me because it's always, well, it's usually a good way to get.
Incoming! More Renegade Army ships, Captain!
Activate the shields. Let's finish them off.
You'll never be able to defeat us!
Oh, get out of my line of sight, please.
Great job, crew. We did it.
We will take that. Repeating cannon. And high quality. Pretty close, though. Should set this off. This should be a sizable battle, I would think. We shall see. Hopefully not too much reading. But you never know.
Hold on as much as you can! Reinforcements are on their way!
Everybody get ready. Lieutenant Blaze, give us some coverage.
You picked a bad day to piss us off! Ash, redirect the energy flow to the top cannons!
Let's see, you should probably take this guy up here.
Copy that, May. Lieutenant, covering fire on my signal. We must push forward.
You heard the captain, boys! Let's move!
Whoa, we got somebody to our right, but come here, buddy. Last thing I'm going to do is let you guys catch me in the center of it. I see you coming out here, buddy. Gotcha. Alright. Yeah, I see two, but how many is going to pop in on us? More to go.
That was tight! I've never seen someone fly like that since instruction with Captain Quartz. The commander was right putting us under your orders.
Captain Zephyr, are you alright? What happened?
We were following an unidentified squadron heading for King's Fall when our position was compromised. They fell upon us and we couldn't react.
So King's Fall?
That's right, sir. Several ships were left behind and slowed us down. The rest of the ships must keep on moving. If it hadn't been for you...
Okay, Captain Zephyr. Get back immediately to headquarters with the remaining ships. Lieutenant Blaze, we're heading for the station. Maybe the ships they were following are Captain Flanagan's.
Aye, aye, Captain.
All on black, huh? Trail Captain Flanagan to King's Fall Station at Sector. That's right, where we are right now. I'm just making sure we got everything. Okay, let's jump in here. All of that, we got only one, these two things, huh? The hell was that sound? Somebody must have hit an asteroid. But the reason for going into this... You know what? All of my, Up, there it is. Alright. Our shields are at 100%, but... just to make sure... Engineer... Oops, wrong button. Alright. Man, should get a lot of scrap, but scrap's not real useful. Alright. Well, we sure didn't get a whole lot of goodies out of that run. Oh well. I don't know, I am curious. I might go back to my other ship just because it's better. But there are two new ships, so once we get to the new content, although you could probably find them
Incoming!
now.
More Renegade Army ships, Captain!
Activate the weapons! All crew to battle stations!
For the children of the sun!
Excellent work, team. Are you all okay?
No, that might be a good idea to hold on to that one. Just in case we get into some gnarly crap, I've got space I can throw one in. All right.
Captain to the bridge, please.
Uh-oh.
Captain to the bridge.
You find yourself on the ship's bridge suddenly as an asteroid? Yeah. Nice piloting. Hello, yes. Every once in a while, that'll give you like a reckless. It'll give you a bonus thing to go underneath you on your captain's thing.
Captain Astra here. Permission to board the station.
Interesting. So I'm wondering if he's in this area. We just got to find him, kind of thing.
Docking complete. Shutting down engines. Opening floodgates.
I'll go in the commercial zone just real quick. Look at that. Just in case. Alright, tidied up everything. After the attack on Zephyr's squadron, you follow the trace to King's Fall, the station. Located in the border between the Interstellar Republic and Children of the Sun's territory, and is mostly known for its recreational resorts, which, can't read that, the main lure for thousands of visitors and all sorts of criminals from neighboring sectors. You and your crew disembark the spaceship and walk down the spaceport until you meet Lieutenant Blaze and her men. We've checked the ships, Captain. You were right. Some of them match the ships that are following Quartz's orders. It's very likely that Flanagan is in King's Fall. This is a good sign. At least you might be able to capture a captain who can confirm the information that Burke has given you. Seizing the moment, you will set another tracker on one of the ships to make sure you don't lose them again. Great. Where should we start? King's Fall isn't a small station, precisely. We'd better stay alert and try to seize him when they get back to the ships. If they came here in so many ships, they'd probably outnumber us. Even if we had Polaris with us, it's still too risky. Perhaps we should wait for them to take off and assault them in the open air, although Flanagan doesn't seem to be the kind of man who would turn himself in. Taking him down would also solve the issue with Captain Burke, won't it? I'd like to hear what Flanagan has to tell us. We still don't know if we can trust Burke. I have a feeling about this, Captain. Part of Blaze's crew stays in the ships, monitoring the spaceport. If there's any enemy movement while you're searching the station, they'll report it to you immediately. You follow the lieutenant who leads you through the station's streets. Most of the people you come across don't even notice you. Considering the distance between the station and Nova Magna, no wonder they'd more than used to the military presence. You stop and take a look around. The setting has suddenly changed, and you find yourself on a street completely illuminated by electric neon signs drawing whimsical shapes in the dark. Where are we? Welcome to Fortune District, Captain. All the space mob families can be found here. The casinos and brothels. It's Outlaw City, to put it simply. Everybody knows what's going on in these streets, and yet authorities tend to turn a blind eye to it, since this is by far one of the station's biggest sources of revenue. The perfect place to remain unnoticed. Any Children of the Sun found here on duty would be instantly executed. Ooh. Let's assume Flanagan and his men are around here. How are we going to find them? There's over 100 venues. Can't check them one by one, just hoping to find them. We're in Fortune's district, right? Let's tempt luck. Well, at least I've got... Let's see. Oh, it's 13. Alright. After searching for a while, you look at one of the casinos. You read the horseshoe on the huge animated poster, which invites you in. Walk down a fancy red carpet across a hall crowded with people. Everyone seems suspicious towards you. Some doormen stop you before you enter the gambling rooms and ask you to hand in your weapons. You show them your army's ID and they immediately step aside. You walk around the tables trying to find someone who matches the description of Flanagan that has been provided by the lieutenant. The flickering and tinkling of the slot machine permeates the air almost as much as the crowds do. Doesn't look like we're in luck yet. Jeez. You and your crew split up so as to cover more ground. The gambling tables on the different floors are surrounded by people betting hundreds of credits. Even if you manage to find Flanagan in a place like this, it wouldn't be easy to apprehend him. To the civilians, Flanagan and his men are still children of the sun, so it's unlikely they'd been noticed. If by any chance they were here and they're armed, fighting them inside the establishment would cause total chaos. This is something you should avoid doing unless there's no alternative. You're beginning to get impatient. You've checked the whole casino top to bottom, but there's no trace of him. Actually, finding him in the first establishment you entered would have been a huge coincidence. Something more likely to occur in a movie or a video game, rather than real life. Ha ha. At this precise moment, you hear someone calling you from behind. You're back. Captain... Ooh, it's him. Excuse me, sir. Oh, shit. Your heart misses a beat as Flanagan stares at you. I wasn't watching my step. Cocktails in the King's Fall are much more treacherous than I remember. Why don't we sit and play some dice? Takes you a second to react. You're glad you're not wearing your official uniform. Although you can vaguely recall Flanagan's face from the battle at the communications center, you were wearing a children's combat mask, so it's impossible for him and his crew to identify you. Yeah, let's play. You walk with the captain to the dice table and sit next to the rest of the players. Among all the games you could choose, without a doubt, the fleet is the best option. In it, several players roll dice and sum up the figures which represent different movements in a space battle. Each move causes damage on the enemies until the counter reaches 0. The last one standing wins and the game starts over again. Roll the dice. Here we go. Uh-oh. 100 credits, hey now. You roll the dice several times, but you can't help being defeated. Flanagan collects the earnings with a smile looking at you. Come on, there's a long night ahead. You roll the dice a few times until the rest of the players have been defeated. You collect the credits as Flanagan looks at you with a mischievous grin. Beginner's luck? Let's try again. Luck's on your side. If Flanagan keeps on losing, sooner or later he'll have to leave the casino. You roll the dice several times, but you can't help being defeated. Flanagan collects the earnings with a smile looking at you. Alright, one more time. You won't get me. Alright, we're going to give up this time. You see Flanagan playing dice for several hours until he finally leaves the table and heads for the exit. You warn your crew that they've found the captain and you follow him from a safe distance. He meets with some of his men and they head for the spaceport. It's time to make up your mind. Either you seize him now or you wait for him to take off and capture him in open air. Boy. Letting him take off is less likely to get any of my crew killed, I think.
Captain, Flanagan and his men have left the station.
As long as they don't notice the tracker, we won't lose them. I want to know where they are and what they're up to at all times. Sooner or later, they'll have to meet with Quartz.
Flanagan's ships are warping, sir. According to the readings, they're heading for the neighboring sectors.
Copy that, Lieutenant Blaze. Keep monitoring the signal. We'll follow them at a safe distance.
You got it, Captain.
Okay, so Thygo, which is the system I actually started in. It's interesting we're coming back here, though. Although I don't remember why I was in this area. Let's see.
Captain, Flanagan's ship has stopped.
Oh, it's
Is
such a
this
trap.
supposed to be a gathering?
It could be. What other reason would we have to stop in the middle of nowhere? May set the course to their coordinates. We'll catch them by surprise.
No, we won't.
Calculating coordinates. Setting course.
All right, we're gonna go over here to the Allied station. Oh, jeez. I wondered what would happen if you bumped another ship when you took off like that. Look at that, it didn't even hurt my shields. How funny. But there's a specific thing I'm looking for that you guys recommended down
Captain Astra here.
in
Permission to board the station.
the comments. So we're gonna look real quick. Alrighty, folks. Well, I think we'll end right there. Just did a real quick cleanup of the old inventory. I'm gonna go run this delivery I've got. But I think this next one where we go to capture this dude is gonna be a lot of reading. So instead of making the episode 45 minutes, we'll keep it right around 20 here. So if you haven't already, hit that like button. As always, keep your heads down, your ships up, and I'll see you again real damn soon.